place where you can go, where there's no one to tell you yes or no. If you just look into your heart, you will find there. That's the place to start. If you take a step and take another again, you'll find a better place to land. I know that it can be there someday. You've been waiting for. I know this life can be that one life you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Oh, 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 oh. Today could be the day. Oh, 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 oh. Today could be the day.
If you or someone you love is struggling with substance misuse, you're not alone, and recovery is possible. The McNabb Center is here to help. Our Centerpoint location supports you wherever you are in your recovery journey. With compassionate staff, bright open spaces, and expanded capacity, Centerpoint offers detox and residential services in an environment that fosters healing and growth. Insurance, including TennCare, is accepted. When you're ready, we're here. Reach out today.
It's time for Wake Up with Witcher. Here's meteorologist Mike Witcher from the East Tennessee Weather Center.
Wait for him. Ed Rupp's coming up here in just a moment, my friends. Ed Rupp, but first things first, let's wish you a happy Earth Day. Happy Earth Day, everybody. Small actions, big impacts. Together, we can make a difference. Protect, preserve, and inspire. That sounds pretty nice, right? Happy Hump Day, everybody. It is Hump Day, as Isaiah said this morning. And before we get to Ed Rupp and, of course, the forecast and talking about a couple of storms heading our way, got to start you off with the T-Dot cameras here this morning. Unfortunately, we've got a broken down truck in the middle of the interstate, and it is causing a mess right there at the 40 and 5th Avenue area. So if you have plans to travel into downtown on the westbound lane of Interstate 40, that's where you're going to run into some issues. Let me give you a little bit perspective of where this is. This is just before you come into downtown. So again, 40 and 5th Avenue, it is going to bog traffic down. But other than that, my friends, is all we have. So, shall we? We shall.
Wait for him. Wait for him. Bam! Now we slide all the way downhill to the weekend. The kids can get ready for school, and Debbie can take her shower.
Ed Rupp, I love you, my friend. It's so good to see you here. And I want to share a very brand new view, a brand new East Tennessee weather camera here this morning, debuting that this morning, and that is a live look there from Beach Island Marina, and a great marina. That's the 33 bridge straight ahead. So some of you may know that from Union to Granger County over into on Norris Lake, and so that's going to be some new views. And we've got a couple more cameras getting ready to debut here in a couple of days, so we'll keep you posted on that, of course. And don't forget that you can always get these views. Not this one yet; it's not live on YouTube quite yet. But it will be live. No, actually, I take that back. It is live on YouTube. So it is available on the East Tennessee Weather app, online at easttnweather.com. We now have 7 cameras that are live for your viewing pleasure. And we're working on those time lapses, as I mentioned. So lots of good stuff going on. And a big shout out to the Knoxville Downtown Rotary Club. Had a chance to go out there yesterday. We'll show you, we'll share a picture and a photo as we talk about that coming up here in just a second. I know a lot of folks are tuning in here this morning. So let's go ahead and get to work with the forecast, because I did send a push notification saying I'm tracking 2 storms here over the next 7 days. Potentially 3 storms over the next, say, 10 days. I'll highlight that here in a second. All right, so yesterday we made it into the 70s and 80s. We were trending just a little bit above average. Not bad. 76 in Knoxville. The average is 73 for this time of the year. So fairly average weather. All right, so here are your weather headlines. This is what I'm talking about. All right, so we're looking at the rest of the week. A nice warming trend is going to stick with us. We're staying on the dry side. High pressure is the dominating weather feature. But a cold front this weekend is going to bring us elevated rain chances. What's next? Well, more rain, a better chance for maybe some strong thunderstorms as we get past the weekend. And when you're looking at rain chances here, we're talking Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And maybe fill in a few days here or there. But again, I think Monday, Tuesday, and maybe even Thursday, we're going to start to see a little bit more activity. And I talked about that over the last few days, last week or so. I said, I think once we get this cold front to come on through, we're going to start to see a series of waves and pieces of energy as we round out the month of April and head into the month of May. It has been extremely dry. It has been above average. We still have elevated fire danger, and that trend continues today as well. Temperatures this morning trending about 5, 10, 15 degrees warmer than what we were yesterday morning. So we've been kind of climbing back out, and that's going to be a story for the rest of the week. 40s and 50s. So a nice, quiet, and comfortable start to the day. Maybe a light jacket temporarily. Hey, by the way, the wind's going to come back. Are you tired of this spring wind? It's like every day. But it's just a nice little breeze. But if you suffer from allergies, it's like taking that pollen and just shoving it right up your nose and throwing it right in your eyeballs. Thank you, Mother Nature, on this Earth Day 2026. I don't know about you, but my allergies are, I'm dying over here. All right, 70s and 80s are forecast highs for the day today. Tonight, if you have evening plans, fantastic. 7 o'clock, we're still hanging on to about 78 degrees. All right, now let's talk about our storm system at hand that's going to be heading our way. So we're dry through Friday. Saturday is going to bring us some rain showers. Sunday, we're drier. Monday, Tuesday, we start to see those rain chances kind of creep their way back up. So when we look at the severe weather potential, Friday into Saturday, a lot of folks travel, so I want to keep you posted on this. The Storm Prediction Center, generally speaking, a level 1 risk Friday into Saturday from just outside of the Cumberland Plateau through Nashville, Memphis. Memphis is technically under a level 2 risk, but the bullseye is probably going to be places like Little Rock, Arkansas. So let me show you what that looks like. Here's our weekend storm. Here's our Friday. We'll take you all the way through Sunday. So again, if you have travel plans, just pick up on the city that you may be traveling to. Again, it's only Wednesday, so we've got time for things to change. But the cold front comes through our area through the day on Saturday, sparking off wind, warmth, showers, thunderstorms. Probably not necessarily a risk for severe weather at this point of the game. I don't think we have the dynamics there, but we're going to be watching for those dynamics to increase Tuesday into Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, as a couple more waves head our way. Storm Prediction Center has now added from the 27th through the 28th a 15% probability for strong to severe thunderstorms. Now, this was a little bit further west yesterday, east yesterday. And they've pushed it back a little bit further to the west, and so that's why you got to check back in. But again, we're talking about next Monday, Tuesday, so we're just under a week. But this just gives us an idea. Here's Monday morning, so I think we're going to be dry on, so wet on Saturday, drier on Sunday, and then probably Monday we're going to be dry. That takes us all the way through Monday night. Monday night to Tuesday, here comes the frontal boundary. It's going to start to settle on in. So Tuesday is likely to be the stormier day. But again, that's just under a week away, so things will change. So the rain's going to pile up. I mean, this takes us all the way through Friday, so really not looking at much in the way of rainfall here locally. But as we get into our Saturday and Sunday, you'll notice the rain increasing from west to east, and then we'll take you from Monday into Tuesday. And again, the bullseye for some heavy rain, finally starting to get some rain down here in the southeastern U.S. But listen, we don't want it all at the same time. That's going to lead to other issues. And really, it's not going to help the prolonged drought. We just need to get some good, solid, more average rainfall, which I think we're going to be trending above average when it comes to rainfall here all the way through next Tuesday, picking up over an inch to maybe pockets of 2 inches. That is looking probable here at this time. And then again, I told you about next Thursday, so we have another storm system potentially heading our way that's not even on the 7-day forecast yet. So we'll be in the low 80s all the way through Friday. And I'm not talking about this Thursday, not like tomorrow. I'm talking about like a week away from now. Then 70s into the weekend and the start of next week. So temperature-wise, really not too terribly bad. We're going to go into continue the trend above average. So average to slightly above average weather continues. But then we go from April 30th to May 6th, and, well, maybe a little bit of a cool down. trending a little bit below average possibly. And when it comes to precipitation, there's your precipitation outlook. April 28th to May 2nd, finally, we're going to start to see just a little bit more of an elevated rain chance anyways. And I think then that may start to fade away a little bit towards the end of the month and the start of the month of May. All right. So hopefully you got everything you needed to know. Again, we do have that accident, not necessarily, well, it looked like a stalled truck on the interstate system. So we'll take you back to that. Just for folks that may need to travel out and about again. Again, this is what we're looking at. Got your typical backups, but we have let's see if we can find that truck. They've moved the camera a little bit. Anyways, well, we've got some slowdowns here. Right there. That's going to be on the westbound lane of Interstate 40 coming into downtown Knoxville due to a stalled truck in the middle of the interstate. So that's what's going to slow you down this morning. Other than that, it should be just fine. All right, my friends. Oh, those are pictures from yesterday. We'll get rid of those. Those were beautiful pictures, by the way. All right, what are y'all saying here? Morning, David. How are you? Shout out to the Vols girls golf SEC champions. Yes, there we go. I saw that. Hey, by the way, it is Seth Dunaway's birthday today. Happy birthday, Seth. I've known the man for like 20 years. And now he works with me here at East Tennessee Weather and helps me do some sales. Happy Earth Day to you, Cheryl, as well. Good morning, Eric, joining us from Kingsport as always. Thanks so much, and happy Earth Day to you, Miranda. Let's see, Jess. Good morning, East Tennessee fam. Happy Earth Day. I love that you guys consider this a family because I do, and that's great. Happy Earthquake Day. Good morning. Joining us from Crossville this morning. What's up, Angeline? Is that a new sponsor you see? It is the McNabb Center. Big shout out to the McNabb Center. I'll be posting more on social media, but mental health. And going into the month of May, May is mental health awareness month. And so we'll be highlighting that a lot more with the McNabb Center. All right. There you go. There you go, Seth. Getting some big shout outs this morning. We are family, aren't we? You all have become my family, and I absolutely love it. All right, let's take it back outside and show you that live view once again. And we're going to move right along and talk about those national holidays. That's Beach Island Marina off on Norris Lake. That's looking off to the east-ish, about east anyways. We're going to try to straighten that camera out a little bit. They weren't able to see it, but when they got it installed yesterday. Got another one coming up, hopefully in the next few days. Another great view coming up of for all you boaters and lake goers. We've got you covered right here at East Tennessee Weather. All right, let's talk about today's holidays. Of course, it is National Earth Day. Go plant a tree. Do something nice. Maybe don't drink out of the straws today. Watch your styrofoam intake today. Not your intake, but, if you leave a restaurant, be like, do you happen to have anything that's not styrofoam? Just one day a year, maybe we can actually kind of pay attention to Mother Earth a little bit, which, by the way, Earth Day this year, I had it up. Let's see here. I'm not going to be able to find it, am I? I do so many things. Oh, yeah. The theme for this year's Earth Day is Our Power, Our Planet. A message that shifts focus towards collective community action and the transition to renewable energy. I love it. All right, today's also National Girl Scout Leaders Day. Big shout out to all the Girl Scout leaders and all the Girl Scouts, of course, as well. It's National Jelly Bean Day. Sucker. I am a sucker for jelly beans. I love jelly beans. Like, I could take down a whole Jelly Bellies. Give me a bag and it's gone like in an hour. Probably 10 minutes, really, to be honest with you. And then I'm going to be sitting on the couch miserable going, why did I eat all those jelly beans? It's also National School Bus Driver Appreciation Day. Big shout out to our bus driver, Miss Elise, who takes both of my kids to school every day. She is a rock star. All right. And if you happen to see your kids' bus drivers today, maybe give them a big shout out. Hey, in 2011, Lambert International Airport in St. Louis experienced extensive damage as it was hit by a group of tornadoes blowing out windows in the main terminal and tearing the roof off of Concourse C. That was 2011. That was a very active year, by the way. And in just 5 days, we are going to be heading into the anniversary of the super tornado outbreak, April 27th, 2011. And we'll be talking about that on that day, but I was on the air with Todd Howell for 9.5 hours straight. That was an incredible day. 1990, I will never forget that day in meteorology, unless, of course, I have something that overtakes that memory, but probably not. All right, in 1990, thunderstorms produced severe weather in the southern and central high plains to all the way to northwest Florida. We had thunderstorms producing gusty winds. In 1989, 27 cities in the central U.S. reported record highs. In 1988, heavy snow fell over northern Nebraska with over 15 inches being reported. In 1987, 15 cities in the southeastern U.S. reported new record highs. 96 in Pensacola, Florida, by the way. In 1980, a record April heat wave sent the mercury up to 100 degrees in Iowa. That's hot for this early in the season in Iowa. And in 1883, an outbreak of tornadoes from Louisiana to Kansas claimed the lives of 200 people. One of the tornadoes destroyed the town of Beauregard, Mississippi. I need Matt Lobb on here today. All right, let's see. I got to read the daily quotes just before. All right, so this is from Plato, by the way. Good people do not need laws to tell them about to act responsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws. That's true. In 1978, John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd made their first appearance as the Blues Brothers on NBC's Saturday Night Live. Love that. In 1956, Elvis Presley made his Las Vegas debut at the Frontier Hotel. In 1944, during World War II, the Allies launched a major attack against the Japanese, and that happened in 1944. In 1914, Babe Ruth made his pitching debut with the Baltimore Orioles. In 1876, 8 baseball teams began the inaugural season of the National League. It was 1876. That's awesome. And in 1500, going all the way back to 1500, Portuguese navigator Pedro Alvares Cabral discovered Brazil. There you go. We'll take it back outside. The Beach Island Marina off of Norris Lake. We're just going to be debuting that one today because it's a good day to do so. Because it's brand new. All right, we've got lots of farmers markets going on this Saturday and Sunday. We also have several events I want to highlight here for a second. Remember, if you're looking for something to do on April 30th, that's coming up right around the corner, 8 days away, we're looking for your help to Rise Up for Parkinson's. The Rise Up for Parkinson's party is going to be at the 530 Lounge in downtown Knoxville. Yours truly will be here, so my wife and I will be here. It's going for a great cause. This year, of course, we're going to be highlighting Matt Hinken a lot because obviously he lost his life due to Parkinson's here recently. And a local person, local meteorologist. And so we're going to be recognizing and celebrating him and his life and raising money for a great cause. So if you're looking for something to do, if you want to help the Parkinson's organization, please do. PJ Parkinson's. You can just go to pjparkinsons.org. You can sign up for the event. You can purchase tickets. Again, that's April 30th, and it's going to be a great event. We got cocktails and food and entertainment, live band, and we're raising money for Parkinson's disease, which, again, for Matt Hinken this year for sure, and for anybody that has Parkinson's disease. Now, let's see what else we got going on here. Got a lot of things to pass on. All right, I wanted to share a couple of photos with you. And so this I had a chance yesterday to go out to the downtown Knoxville Rotary Club. They invited me to come talk about what I'm doing with East Tennessee Weather. So I like talking about my story, a little bit about East Tennessee Weather. Got some app downloads, I think, yesterday. I got a lot of folks interested in what I'm doing. If they had not heard about what I'm doing, But of course, most of the folks there knew me from the TV days, just didn't, not all of them knew exactly what I was doing. And then, of course, I had to take a picture with my dad. He got, we shipped him out yesterday. We shipped Dad Witcher out yesterday. No, we didn't ship him out. We didn't even want him to leave. What's up, Pam? We didn't want him to leave. He didn't want to leave as well. Morning, Nathan. How are you this morning? So Dad Witcher made his way back home and got home safely last night. So great stuff. And it was just so good. You know, I don't see my dad all the time, and I do miss him. I do miss seeing my family back in Colorado. So it's always great to see them. All right, we got a great picture from Ben Mooney from the soccer field the other night. I think this was last night anyways. Great sunset around East Tennessee. So how about that? Perfect night for some soccer on the pitch. I know we've got some baseball going on here in East Tennessee tonight. I think the Smokies play tonight. So if you're looking for something to do, of course, you can always head out to the Smokies. Fishing was, it was okay. If we didn't catch any fish, David, and we thought we had a broken reel, so we made another trip all the way out to Kodak from West Knoxville. Not that far, I get it, but it is a little ways. I mean, it takes a good solid hour and a half to get there, maybe 2 hours to go there, go inside, do the things you need to do, and then go drive back home. So it is a little bit of an inconvenience, if you will. But went back out there, thought our reel was broken, and we didn't. They were very nice, but we pretty much got laughed at in the face, going, "That's how those reels work." And so we're like, "Oh, you got to have tension on it. A cast reel versus a spin reel, I think it is. Cast versus spin." I grew up on spin reels. You just got to learn the nuances of being able to hold the thing, flashing and throwing. But the cast reel is a little bit easier for 10 and 12-year-olds to learn to use. But apparently you have to have some tension on it. And my dad and I were like, well, we've always grown up, fishing in rivers and streams in Colorado, so you always have tension on the line, so there's never any issue reeling them up. But when you're on the lake and you have a bobber, probably not the best reel to be using. Maybe you got to use a spin reel instead of a cast reel. I don't know. Just saying. The off-center cameras just give the platinum. What are you talking about? Were the cameras off-center? I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. Andrea, good morning. Good morning, Mike. Was that yipes or yikes? I got on a little bit late, so the beginning of your forecast, do you think the Cornbread Festival in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee will be a washout on Saturday? Well, they're probably going to see some rain. For sure. It's all about catching that peace of mind. You are not wrong. You said you're not straight. Well, I see what you're saying. I got you. I smell what you're stepping in here, Crystal. It don't smell purty. Just kidding. A bad day of fishing sure beats a good day at work anytime. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Sometimes you just got to slow down. Look around you. Take a deep breath in. And today being Earth Day, maybe a good day to do so. Go sit underneath a tree. Go plant a tree. Take care of your trees. And again, if you're any sort of, listen, you got to do what you got to do, right? But if you have any sort of inclination of some sort of responsibility on this Earth Day, maybe skip the straw today. Maybe skip the styrofoam today if you have leftovers. Maybe try to conserve a little bit more today. Whether it be water or whatnot. It is Earth Day, by the way. It's a good day to recognize. We live here. And we all live here. And I want to stay here. And I'm sure you probably do too. Let's see. Great canopy of our big ball of radiation on Earth Day. Nailed it, Chris. Nailed it. All right, my friends. As always, I really do appreciate you joining me every single day. It is April 22nd, 2026 at 7:54 in the morning. We've had a little bit of slowdown on the westbound lanes of Interstate 40 near downtown. Looks like it's starting to improve probably a little bit, but again, it's almost 8 o'clock. That's typically our big slowdowns here this morning. New camera views online at easttnweather.com, on YouTube, and of course on the free East Tennessee Weather app. Had a lot of folks yesterday at the Rotary meeting saying, hey, listen, I follow you on Facebook, but I haven't downloaded the app yet. And I think that's why I always say, go download the East Tennessee Weather app. There's a QR code right there. Boop. Take a screen grab of there. Just go to your app store and search East Tennessee Weather. It's easy. Check out the live cameras there, and we'll be getting those on the 24-hour channel as well, hopefully sooner than later. We're growing every day, all because of you. Thank you very much. It's Hump Day. If you missed it, it's Wednesday. That means it's Ed Rupp Day. So as we wrap up the show, let's say hi to Ed Rupp one more time. Have a great day.
Wait for him. Wait for him. Bam! Now we slide all the way downhill to the weekend. The kids can get ready for school, and Debbie can take her shower.
Boy standing up in front of an army, shoes in the mud and the wet paint twists and turns up the alley just like it should. So your colors, they start, and it's stripping you off your back.